Hi everybody. Okay, so this is my first art video. I have had a YouTube channel for several years and I would place little snippets of videos of my hair and makeup work because I am a licensed cosmetologist by trade. And I have recently just gone through a lot and trying to um, get to know myself better. And one thing, the beauty in God is He will bring you back to talents that He has instilled in you. And so, with that, I have rediscovered my love for art. Years ago, growing up, I would draw all the time and color all the time. If I wasn't doing that, I was reading. And when I got to high school, I kind of let that go because I allowed myself to become intimidated by others and their beautiful work. And also, I just allowed myself to kind of stop because I couldn't afford to get certain supplies that a lot of my fellow classmates they could. So I just allowed it to my passion to dwindle away and I stopped and I shouldn't have. But it's okay. I'm back now and I'm learning all over again and I'm growing and I'm thankful. There are so many awesome artists on social media that share their work and it is very inspiring. I'm in several art groups on Facebook and Instagram and so many people are so helpful. They share their work, they'll tell you what they used, they'll give you pointers. They will just help guide you. You ask a question about something, people are very helpful and I'm thankful for that. So yeah, but again, this is just going to be a video about just me displaying some of my work and some of my supplies. I just recently moved, so I have things all over the place when it comes to my supplies. So when I organize everything, I will do an updated video on my supplies. And also I gave my son a lot of supplies because he has shown interest in drawing as well, and I'm happy and I'm glad that he's following my footsteps with that. But this is one of my pictures that I did. I love I'm a water sign and I love the water. I'm not a swimmer, but I love looking at it. And I decided, because I love fantasy, I love reading about the paranormal, mermaids, just different what we consider abnormal things. And so I decided to draw this mermaid and it's very cartoony. I thought it was fun for me to do and cute. So the original is in a sketchbook of mine and I think the original actually looks better. Once I colored her, I kind of took away from certain things because again, I am learning to use different mediums. Like this here, I used markers, my Copic markers, I believe, and Prismacolor color pencils. And it's not the best color job. I will try again, but I wanted to just test out my pencils and get to know them and go from there. So yeah. And I named her Pie. I name all of my little characters that I draw. That's just something fun that I like to do. So yeah, Pie, the two fish. So yeah. The next one, I drew this little girl. Actually, me and one of my relatives were having a conversation about, you know, doing like a little girl drawing, and I decided to do this, and I named her Capri. Like I said, I love naming. I don't have any daughters, so I like to name my little characters, and I do like to collect baby dolls. I have collected so many dolls over the years, and then I end up giving them away, cause hey, but yeah, I like to name them. So the original, again, this is a copy. I scanned the original, made a copy on cardstock paper, and I colored this using my Copic markers, which I have some of. I don't have the entire set because they're kind of pricey, but I do have quite a few. So I used Copic markers, and then I added this flower and the flowers on her leggings. I added that in as I was coloring because I wanted to just do something fun. So when I recolor this again, I will have grown and learned a little bit more, and I will probably add some more detail, but I thought she was cute. Now, this next one here, I was actually inspired by the movement, and I did this one last year around the time of the George Floyd situation. And actually, one of my favorite singers, I saw a picture of her on Instagram, and no, she doesn't have her fist up in the air, but I used her picture, her look that day in a picture she posted as a reference, and because she had on a hoodie and boots and leggings and her hair in a bun. And actually, the hoodie she had on had like I think Rosa Parks on it, and a couple of other civil rights activists, but I couldn't do that, so I just decided to throw the BLM on there because I am appreciative of the movement, and I am all for rights of all humanity. So yeah, I thought that I would draw that. This is the again, I made a copy and I colored it using Copic markers, and I will color it. I will make another copy and color it again. And this is the original. And I was going to go back, and I probably will, and add a little bit more detail because I am learning every day, like I said. So that's that one. I have tons of drawings, you guys, but I'm only going to share a few things today. Here's another one that I did. And actually, I did this one when I first got back into drawing. And this is the original, and I used actually a red coal erase pencil that I couldn't really get off the eyes, but hey, doesn't matter. And I was inspired after seeing so many cute little pictures of girls from some amazing artists. So I decided to give it a try and shoot my shot, as they say. And this is where I colored it, made a copy, colored it using, with this one, I think I used a mixture of Copic markers as well as like some craft gear alcohol markers. Yeah, like some like little cheap markers. So yeah, the coloring job isn't the best, but hey, again, I'm learning. So yeah. Here's another one of my drawings. I used a picture of one of my favorite singers again as a reference. She had some twists in her hair, and she's sitting, I believe, like in her car. And I was just inspired. I wasn't trying to make it look like her because it doesn't look like her, but I used it as a reference because I wanted to draw a woman with a natural hairstyle. And I love drawing people who look like me and those who don't look like me. So yeah, I just thought I thought I did a pretty decent job, and it was fun for me to do. I'm like, I think that my artwork is a mixture between um, animated and reality, my take on it anyhow. So yeah. And I didn't give her a name, I just drew that. And I did color a copy of this, but I can't find it right now. I will, and I will share it. And I actually plan to go back and recolor or use watercolors on her. Before I go further, I did find the original of Pie as well as Capri. So yeah, I just wanted to share that really quick before I moved forward. I don't know if you can see this very well, but this is one that I did. Actually, it's on very thin paper, and it is of one of my favorite artists, Diana Ross. And yeah, I was trying to give like a realistic slash like painting cartoony look to her. So I thought she came out pretty well, but I did it on thin paper, so I will do one again. I wanted to share this one too before I move forward. I have a cabinet here, and on this side too, I'll open it up. It's loaded with stuff I have to go through and organize. These are like some cheap little coloring books that I've purchased over the years that I use my Crayolas with. But yeah, this is some of my sketch pads here. On this side, these are some of my coloring books, some of my adult coloring books. I can't open it all the way because I have a rack here in the way. I'm trying to organize my stuff, y'all. But these are some of my adult coloring books that I have collected over the past year that I am really looking forward to getting in and coloring. This is Cat. And I was playing with like backgrounds, trying to, kind of, and this is the original, and I went ahead and I colored her, and I made I already scanned it so I can make copies later and try my hand again at coloring. The coloring job didn't come out the best, but I'm working on it, y'all. Here's another one that was working on, and I was coloring her actually, and I used, this is tone tan Strathmore paper, and the coloring job wasn't coming out like I had hoped. And so I got a little disappointed and I stopped. But I'm going to probably pick it back up and try to make the best that I can out of it. This is another one of mine. Let me turn it so you can see it better. I don't have a professional camera, you guys, so bear with me. I'm recording this with my phone. So this is another one of my little drawings. And like I said, I like to draw women who look like me too. So I wanted to give her a unique look. And this was one that I was working on, so I didn't finish it. I'll start stuff and won't finish. This is a canvas board here, and I had a hard time using like an HB pencil, or I think it was a 2H that I started using to draw out so that I can paint. And I actually just took a photo offline as a reference and went from there. And then I said I can play with different things when it comes to making the hair look more realistic. And I actually drew this, it's been a minute, at least maybe like a year, and I just never went back to painting it because I had forgotten about it. And then I was in the process of trying to find somewhere to move and all this. So yeah, I'm going to get back into it and I will paint it. I was in the mood. I wanted to draw like locks, like a cartoon version of a locks. And so I drew her and she just looks so Autumny to me, so I called her Autumn. I've always loved that name. If I had a daughter, that's what I was going to name her, but I haven't had any daughters, so yeah. And this is the original here. And my lighting isn't the best, you guys, for you to kind of see. But, yeah. Here's another one. I originally was going to do another skater girl because I have a skater girl that I've drawn. But she still has that look like she's going skating. So, I put the S on her. I didn't give her a name. But, yeah. This is the original. Here's another mermaid that I drew. Her name is Ocean. I like mermaids, you guys. I was going for like a manga, Precious Moments style type look, and this is what I came up with. And actually, the hairstyle, I was watching a series of videos, and an artist whom I like, her hair was in a bun, and she had like a little head wrap on it. And so I just decided to do that. And again, I'm playing with backgrounds, and I decided to add and give like a little fun border and just throw in some stuff in there. May not make sense to you, but that's just my choice. And again, I named her. Her name is Buttons. So I actually have fun doing buttons, and I'm going to try a different style of a picture at buttons. Here's one that I did. I didn't use any reference or anything for her. I just decided I was actually doodling. I was on the phone, and this is what I came up with. And then I just decided to color it after I got off the phone and add like some little flowers in the background. I know the colors are off, you guys, but I love colors, so, you know. Okay, this is going to be part 2, and I'm going to go through just a bit of my supplies. And let me just say that as I got back into drawing, and I would see different products, different mediums that were popular. Of course, color pencils is like number one for many of us. I said, okay, I want to swatch them. Now, I don't know what I was thinking. Of course, people swatch their pencils, but I said, I want to swatch them. So I Googled like Swatch Sheets when I purchased my first set of Prismacolors, which was like a small little set that came in a can, like a tin can. And I swatched those on cardstock paper. And then as I got more into it, I saw that they actually offer swatch sheets that you can download and pay for, or just find them or whatever. So I did that with this when I purchased, I think this is for my 150 set, something like that. So this was the original swatch sheet for that, for these pencils here, which are Prismacolor Premier. And it took me a minute to find a pencil case because every time I would go to Michael's, they would be out. And I said I was going to order a pencil case. But before I can get around to doing that, I was in a different Michael's in a different area of town one day. And they had this one. They had this one and they had a roll. And so I grabbed it up, y'all, because I needed it. But these are the pencils. And I actually sat and I watched reviews, and read reviews, excuse me, on the pencils before I bought them. So it took me a minute. I played with the idea before getting the complete set, because some people said no, they don't like them and this and that, and they break easily and all that. But as I was really looking at the different pencils that are out, Prismacolor, they aren't cheap. Let me just say that. Maybe to some people they are, but to me they aren't. But when it comes to the market of color pencils for a decent pencil, they are more on the lower end compared to some of these pencils out here, which I'll show you. Sorry if I'm saying so much, you guys. Like these here, these Holbein, I just bought these. I had seen several videos where people were discussing the Holbein and giving their review, and I decided when I get a chance, I would probably purchase a set of 12 or 24. So 3 weeks ago, I was in Blick, excuse me. And I'm sorry, I'm hungry, y'all, so I'm getting tongue-tied. And they had these, and actually, let me show you what it came in. It came in this tin can right here. And I saw them and I said, oh my God, these are the Holbein, And my son was with me and he was looking at the price and he was like, Mommy, is that the price for like all of this or just one? I said, no, baby, 110. But I treated myself. I deserved it because I want to, invest in my art, and I'm learning, and it was a treat. So I decided to go ahead and get those. And I hope that I made a good decision and that I'll be happy with them. The barrel on these look similar to the Faber Castile Polychromos. As you can see, they look like the same pencil. But I'm hearing that they are similar, but that these are better. So I haven't really used my Faber Castile Polychromos pencils yet. I am planning on working with them very soon, but I'm trying to learn pencils. So what I decided to do, like I said, is I got the Prismacolor set that I have used many times. And once I get the hang of that and I know what I like and what works well for me with what on what types of paper and and so forth. Then I will get more into the other pencils. But I wanted to make sure that I had at least a set of a couple so I can have something to work with and start from there. So these are the Faber Castile Polychromos, and the barrel on these are a little bit different from these. That's one difference. Like these are like flat when you get them. I'll pull them out on another video. It's going to take me a minute and show you the difference, but they do look similar. They have, of course, the gold writing on them, just the same. And some of the color names are the same, which I'll show that to you guys in a different video if anybody's interested. Now, these are the Faber Castile gold Faber. They are actually, I have used a few of these, and I'm liking my Prismacolors over these. But as time goes and I'm learning still, and as I use them more, I'm sure that I'll have maybe even certain colors that I favor out of these over another brand. But like I told you, I wanted to have a few sets so that I have some Faber Castile, I have Prismacolors, I have Crayola, and I think I have some Artist Loft. And I had the Scholar, but I gave those to my son, the Prismacolor Scholar. I had a whole set of those, actually a couple. So yeah. Now this is my Swatch book, and I'm seeing so many other colorists and artists out here that actually did this too. So I said, okay, I don't feel crazy, because I didn't have like a fancy book to swatch my colors. So I got this out of Family Dollar, you guys. It was $3, I believe, and I have used this to swatch my colors. And I actually did this, started doing this like a couple of months ago. So these are my Prismacolor Premier colors, and I won't go through every page right now, but and then this is my Faber Castile. These are the gold Faber, and I should write that on there, but I didn't. And these are the Polychromos, and I just recently, because I purchased the Holbein, I just recently added those on there. Oh, and I also purchased these. Now, my son was asking me about some of these. He wanted some pastels, so I was like, okay. So when I was in there getting him some, I said, well, let me get me some too, because I've heard so many I've seen so many colorists and artists who use them. I'm new to them, so I will see, how they work for me, but I'll show you. To me, they look like a mixture between like a chalk and a crayon. And that's how they kind of color, because I did swatch them. Let me see, where did I swatch them? And these are my Crayola Colors of the World. They just recently released this set, probably like last year, one day, mid last year. So I purchased a pack a couple of months ago. And I actually just swatched them, though, because they were just sitting in the box on the side. So I just swatched them since I moved. But these are the pastels. And maybe I didn't do a good job with my swatch, because I didn't want to get it everywhere. So I put like a little bit, and then I just smeared it over. I'll re-swatch them again, I'm sure. But that was just to give me an idea of how the colors look and what the colors would be. So if I want to incorporate it in my artwork, I can. And I have quite a few coloring books, because I love to color. You have those days where you don't want to draw something, or you just want to color. So I have that. And I just recently purchased some coloring books, and I will share this really quick with you guys. These are by Dorothy Gilbert. This is volume 3, and this is volume 2. Botanical Beauties and Working It. And there are coloring books that celebrate Black women and girls. Nothing wrong with that, It's nothing personal against anyone. It's just, fun work we want to be included in too. So I thought those were cute. And I am a fan of reading. Like I told y'all, I love to read. And I love Jane Austen. I mean, who doesn't? So I saw this inside of Joann's Fabric. And when I tell you, they had it actually marked down some, because I believe I paid $7 instead of 14, or it was $10. I can't remember. But anyway, that was a deal, still deal. I don't want to say that because I didn't do that. I paid for it, but that was a deal. And I was so happy. I like screamed out. I love Jane Austen. My favorite is the Sanditon. And I actually have watched the series that they did on PBS so many times. I purchased it actually through Prime so I can watch it whenever I want to, because I caught it on TV one day. And yeah, but anyway, I I got this and I just love it. It has like little book quotes and things like that, and it's cute. So I'm looking forward to that. And I actually purchased some downloads to color. Let me show you guys. I have tried to organize my downloads, but hey, I'm getting there. So this is some of them. I can't tell you the artist's name right offhand. Maybe that's what I should do, is give you guys, before sharing, let you guys know the artist, so if you're interested. So that's probably what I'll do, because I paid for these downloads, and then what I did is I made copies, because the PDF is saved on my laptop. And yeah, so some of these. But yeah, anyway, I'm looking forward to coloring some of these because I love the shelves, and you can just add so many different colors and it's so cute. But I just wanted to come to share with you some of my things, some of my art, some of my supplies. And I'm going to also share with you one more thing. So I have a little corner here, and I tried to organize my gel pens the same way that I had them before I moved. So my space is junky, y'all. Don't talk about me. I'm gonna organize it, okay? But I try to organize by color those gel pens, and then I have a drawer. Let me show you. So these are my drawers. That's a few of my markers that actually ran out. I keep my these two are filled with Copic markers, and then I just recently bought some Copics that I need to put in there that I will share. I have these cheap little sets here that I found in Ross, and I had some more somewhere, and I bought some for my son as well. And then up here I have another shelf where these are ones that I believe I got out of either Michael's, or let me see what brand this is. Oh, Bleak. So these are the Bleak ones. I have some watercolor markers here. Up high here, which I can't show you guys, but way up high I have some other markers like these. And then these pencils here are Artist Law. These are some Crayola. These are some of my Jelly Roll and Glazed gel pens. I have some more of those that will be going in here as well. These are just some micron pens and liners and a couple of things. Like I said, it's kind of messy in here, y'all, so don't pay it attention. Excuse me. These are some watercolor pens. These are some other pencils here. My Madison. Some stickers, because I like to add stickers. I like to add stickers to my artwork, you guys. At times, so I used to love to do that as a kid, so I'm gonna get back into that. These are some cold erase pencils that I purchased, and they come in all of these beautiful colors here. The red one is one that I have used up pretty much from sharpening. The other colors I've never used before with drawing, but I'm looking forward to it. The last thing I want to share with you today is just a roll. I have a couple of these, but this is just to give you an idea if you're not familiar with the roll. This is, I think, the Ninja Roll is what it's called. Yeah. But I purchased this one out of Bleak. I think it was $5.99. And then I have another one that I got out of Michael's, and I believe it was $8. So yeah, I just wanted to share some of my world of art things with you. I know it's not the best video, but I'm going to get better. And you have to start somewhere before you get better. So that's that. So until the next time, CBA, create beautiful art. I'll talk to you later. Bye.